Welcome, superhero fans, to the ultimate showdown of 2025 cinematic titans. In one corner, we have the Sentry, Marvel's unstable powerhouse from Thunderbolts. In the other, it's Superman, DC's Man of Steel, reimagined in James Gunn's Superman. These two are among the most powerful heroes to hit the big screen. But who would win in a clash of gods? Today, we're diving deep into their origins, breaking down their incredible powers, comparing them head to head, and imagining an epic battle to see who comes out on top. This is gonna be a wild ride. Let's get started. First up, let's meet the Sentry, Marvel's newest heavy hitter, introduced in Thunderbolts. Released May 2nd, 2025. Robert Bob Reynolds, played by Louis Pullman, isn't your typical hero. Once a struggling drug addict, Bob volunteers for a shady experiment by the OXC group, led by the cunning Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. They inject him with the Golden Sentry Serum, a super soldier formula that turns him into a being with the power of, quote, a million exploding suns. Sounds intense, right? But there's a catch. The serum amplifies his mental instability, creating a dark alter ego called the Void. Locked away in a secret vault with his memories scrambled, Bob's freed during a chaotic mission involving Yelena Belova, U.S. agent, and Ghost. Valentina sees him as the ultimate weapon to replace the Avengers, but his lack of control makes him as dangerous as he is powerful. By the end, he regains his humanity but loses his powers and memories. So, what can this guy do? Let's break down the Sentry's powers in the MCU. Superhuman strength. This guy's a beast. He overpowers the entire Thunderbolts team, bends John Walker's shield like it's tinfoil, and rips off Bucky Barnes' metal arm. He's described as stronger than all the Avengers combined. Superhuman speed. Sentry moves so fast he's a blur, making it nearly impossible for opponents to land a hit. Flight. Both he and the Void soar through the skies, giving him insane mobility. Near invulnerability. Bullets, knives, punches, nothing phases him. He tanks attacks like they're nothing. Telekinesis. He can generate force fields, move objects with his mind, and even shatters glass or boils water, though he's still learning control. Telepathy. Sentry can mess with minds, like when he triggers visions in Yelena Belova, adding a psychological edge. Umbrakinesis as the Void. Here's where it gets wild. As the Void, he unleashes a dark, reality-warping energy that engulfs cities, trapping people in a dimension of their worst memories. Talk about terrifying. Limited biokinesis. The Void can tweak his form, though it's not a huge focus in the film. But his biggest weakness? His mind. The Void is a ticking time bomb, and his mental instability makes him unpredictable. In Thunderbolts, it takes the whole team to stop his rampage. That's the Sentry raw, chaotic power in a fragile package. Now let's shift to the DC universe and meet Superman, reimagined by James Gunn in Superman, released July 11, 2025. Played by David Cornsweet, Clark Kent, or Kal-El, is the iconic Kryptonian sent to Earth as a baby. Raised by the Kents in Smallville, he's been a hero for 3 years by the time we meet him, balancing life as a Daily Planet journalist and Metropolis protector. Powered by Earth's yellow sun, he's the ultimate symbol of hope, but Gunn's version isn't your invincible Man of Steel. In this film, Superman faces Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult, who's stirring up chaos with media manipulation and threats like a Kryptonian clone called Ultraman, a kaiju, and even members of the Authority. It's a story about balancing his alien roots with his human heart, all while proving kindness can triumph in a cynical world. So, what powers does this Superman bring to the table? Let's dive in. Superhuman strength. He lifts massive objects and battles powerful foes, but he's not unstoppable. He shows strain against threats like Ultraman or Luthor's nanite-enhanced goons. Flight. Superman soars through Metropolis, a staple of his heroic presence, with epic aerial battles. Super speed. He's fast in quick rescues and dodging attacks, but it's controlled, not overwhelming. Heat vision. His eyes unleash devastating energy beams, slicing through steel like butter. X-ray vision. He can see through walls, perfect for both heroics and investigative journalism. Super hearing. Clark hears cries for help from miles away, always ready to save the day. Limited invulnerability. Unlike the comics, this Superman can bleed and bruise, especially against kryptonite or metahumans. He's tough, but not untouchable. Hypnotic glasses. A cool comic nod. His glasses subtly distort his appearance to keep his Clark Kent identity safe. Emotional resilience. Gunn calls this his strongest secret power. His compassion and moral compass shine, even when he's battered. Oh, and he's got Krypto, his super dog, for some extra charm. Superman's weakness? His vulnerability to kryptonite and powerful foes. plus the emotional weight of being a hero everyone expects to save the day. Gunn's Superman is powerful, but his humanity makes him relatable, and that's what sets him apart. Alright, we've got the rundown on both heroes. Now, let's put them head to head in a power comparison to see how they stack up. We'll break it down by category, and trust me, this is where it gets juicy. Strength. Sentry's a monster here. He's described as stronger than all the Avengers combined, bending shields and tearing through metal like it's paper. Superman's no slouch, he can lift massive weights and fight kaiju, but he shows strain, especially against foes like Ultraman. Sentry takes this one, hands down. Speed. Both are blazing fast. Sentry moves like a blur, dodging attacks with ease. Superman's speed is smooth, used for quick rescues and combat. It's too close to call, let's call it a tie. Flight. Sentry and the Void soar with high mobility, while Superman's flight is iconic, weaving through Metropolis like a pro. Another tie speculation. Tie, they're both masters of the skies. Durability. Sentry's nearly invincible, shrugging off bullets and blades like they're nothing. Superman's tough, but he bleeds and bruises, especially against kryptonite or strong opponents. Sentry's got the edge here for being closer to untouchable. Energy projection. Sentry's telekinesis lets him move objects and create force fields, while his Void form's umbrakinesis is next level, spreading darkness that traps people in their nightmares. Superman's heat vision is powerful, cutting through steel, but it's more straightforward. Sentry's versatility gives him the win. Senses. Superman's X-ray vision and super hearing are practical, perfect for saving lives and reporting. Sentry's telepathy, though, lets him mess with minds, giving him a psychological edge. It's close, but telepathy's sneakier slight edge to Sentry. Unique abilities. The Void's reality warping darkness is a game changer, potentially trapping Superman in a mental maze. Superman's hypnotic glasses are cool for his disguise, and Krypto's adorable, but they're not combat focused. Sentry's Void form takes this. Mental resilience. Superman's huge heart, his compassion and moral strength helps him resist mental attacks and stay focused. Sentry's telepathy is strong, but his own mental instability is a huge weakness. Superman might edge this out for staying grounded. So, what's the tally? Sentry dominates in strength, durability, energy projection, senses, and unique abilities. Superman might take mental resilience, and speed and flight are ties. Sentry's looking strong. And there you have it, folks. The ultimate comparison of Sentry and Superman. The Sentry's raw power and the Void's reality warping make him a force of nature, but Superman's heart, experience, and classic powers keep him in the fight. Who do you think would win? Head to the comments. This clash of titans shows why 2025 is a golden year for superhero cinema. Hit that like button, subscribe for more epic breakdowns,